burned to ashes, but the phoenix rose. Again. Long ago, there was a mysterious bird that did something no other creature could do. When its life seemed over, when everything turned to ashes, the phoenix did the impossible. When the world grows loud, we light a lantern and listen. This is Ozzy's Moonlight Tale. High above the valleys and forests of an ancient land, where mountains touched the clouds and the sky burned gold every evening, there lived a bird unlike any other. It was called the phoenix. Its feathers shimmered like living flames. When it spread its wings, they glowed like the rising sun, painting the sky with light. Creatures from every corner of the world traveled great distances just to see it. The lions spoke of its beauty, the elephants admired its strength, and the owls whispered about the mystery that surrounded it, because the phoenix had lived for hundreds of years. Yet it never seemed to grow old. Season after season passed, rivers changed their course, forests grew and faded, but the phoenix remained, wise, radiant, timeless. Many animals believed the phoenix would live forever. But one day, something began to change. The phoenix grew quiet. Its once brilliant feathers began to lose their glow. The powerful bird that once soared across the sky now rested for long hours upon the highest mountain peak. The animals watched with worry. "The great phoenix is growing weak," the deer whispered. "The end of its life must be near," said the owl softly. Even the wind seemed to move more gently around the mountain, as if the world itself felt the coming change. One evening, as the sun painted the sky with deep orange and gold, the phoenix rose into the air one last time. With slow, graceful wings, it flew to the very top of the tallest mountain. There, it began to gather dry branches. Piece by piece, it built a nest beneath the open sky. The animals gathered below the mountain. They knew they were witnessing the final moments of a legend. Night began to fall. The stars appeared, and the moon rose quietly above the world. Then the phoenix stepped into the center of the nest. It spread its magnificent wings one final time. For a moment, the world stood still. Then suddenly, flames burst around the phoenix. The fire grew brighter and brighter. Golden light filled the night sky. The animals gasped as the flames rose higher and higher. Within moments, the brilliant bird disappeared into the fire. When the flames finally faded, nothing remained but a small pile of ashes. The animals bowed their heads in sorrow. "The legend is over," the deer said quietly. "The phoenix is gone," whispered the owl, but high above them, something began to move. Within the ashes, a tiny spark of light flickered. At first, it was so small that no one noticed, but the spark began to grow. The ashes stirred. A soft glow appeared. And slowly, very slowly, a tiny bird lifted its head from the ashes. Its feathers shone brighter than the sunrise. Its wings sparkled with golden fire. The phoenix had returned, not weaker, not broken, but reborn, stronger than before. The animals stared in wonder. They finally understood the secret of the phoenix. The fire had never been its enemy. The fire was the path to becoming new again. The phoenix did not fear the flames, because it knew what waited on the other side. And sometimes, life asks the same of us. There will be moments when everything feels like it is falling apart. Moments of failure, moments of loss, moments when it feels like the fire will consume everything we once were. But those moments are not always the end. Sometimes, they are the beginning of something greater, because just like the phoenix, we are capable of rising again, stronger, wiser, and brighter than before. And that is the quiet truth hidden inside the legend of the phoenix. Sometimes we must burn away the old version of ourselves so that a new one can rise. Just like the phoenix, we can always begin again. Remember, even the darkest fires may be preparing the light of your next beginning. Because some stories don't just entertain, they guide us and stay with us long after the moonlight fades. If this story spoke to your heart, don't let the light end here. Subscribe for more stories that inspire and uplift. This is Ozzy's Moonlight Tale, where every story carries a little light. Until our next moonlit moment, sleep gently and dream kindly.